if my channel is working. If I can hear my voice. Okay, it is working. It is working, so I can start the tutorial on how to use 3dsmax for Tomb Raider levels. Okay, while I was offline, I have built my terrain, that is all the floor data, inside 3dsmax, having as a reference this file. Having as reference this file that I have imported inside 3dsmax, and I use it to obtain this floor data on both the levels. This means on the floor levels and this upper floor, where there are the catwalks. As you can see, there are catwalks here. There are those catwalks made of ground, made of terrain, where Lara she will be able to walk on. Just as you can see, I have built this terrain according to some rules. That is, I am using this texture. I'm using this texture that comes with the method tier, and I have used this part of the UV map, of the UV coordinates, to obtain walls, and this part to obtain floor data, and this part to obtain no collision triangles. I have built both the terrain and the floor data and the ceilings. A rule to be careful of is that when in the lower room, I have wall sectors and I have ceiling sectors. In the upper room, I need to have floor data that can be exactly floor sectors or other wall sectors. This means in the lower room, I can have any kind of floor sectors. But when I have wall sectors, obviously in the upper room I will have floor data. This floor data can be other wall sectors or floor sectors themselves. For example, in this part of the floor data, I have that those four sectors are walls once in NGLE. In the upper room, in the same I have here, I have this kind of C-type form. I have wall sectors. In the upper room, the C-type became other wall sectors, but those four wall sectors in this part of the room became floor data. All the ceilings sectors becomes in the upper room other floor data that can be obviously other floor sectors or wall sectors. Anyhow, this will be clear once you are in game, and obviously once you import all these infos, all this floor data into a PRJ. To do this, I'm going to explain how it works in new programs that will be released by MetaGTR Auto, which is called floor2prj.exe. This is a program that uses the floor data, and my floor data is called 002 floor collision 01.mqo, together with the PRJ I'm using, that is this file that I'm using inside MGLE. I copy and paste it here. And I'm going to use it in a while. I open MGLE to show you what is the state of the PRJ project. And as you can see, I load last project, which is this one. As you can see, this is how we left it. That is a simply box without any kind of floor data. Now I'm going to use floor2prj to obtain an updated PRJ, taking as reference this file. Which is the file I'm using to obtain the correct floor data once in game. I want to add one thing here. Respect at the PRJ I have now. I want to add a climbable wall. A climbable wall can be added with a vertex coloration. My climbable wall is here. That is this sector, this green sector is a climbable wall. Lara places herself here, facing this wall, and she will be able to climb up. To do this, I have to put on the left corner, once into my PRJ, into my MQO file, I have to color these vertices with that value. Wait for a while. 1 0 1 0 5 1. Okay. So as you can see, this vertex is colored with a sort of gray color, very dark gray. So if I put at the corner of this sector a vertex coloration of any value below the V 50, so 34 is below 50. This climbable wall, this side will be a climbable wall. It is as if I add a climbable wall here in this way. It is I am coloring this side, it is this corner, and obtain this climbable wall. My cat is asking for my attention as usual. Okay, so I don't want these changes. now, and I reload the file. Okay, so I'm going to update. I save this file. I'm going to update this PRJ using this floor data. I'm going to use floor to PRJ, and what I have to do is simply to drag and drop the floor collision I'm using with the PRJ I'm using inside NGLE. I drag and drop them there, and is asking for some questions. Okay, when importing floors, import monkey largest that box settings too. I press yes. I don't know. I don't. It was giving some those errors inside MetaTTR, so I have to. I need to know where is the problem. Very important. Okay, updating floor. Done. Okay, the problem is in the room 6 ceiling sector at row 10 and column 14 has no collision phases and no portal. To be imported, it means one or the other or both. Press NP to exit. Okay, so 10 or 14. Let me see this sector where it is. Room 6. Okay, room 6. Room 6. This one. And I don't see it anymore. Oh, ceiling. This is the ceiling, obviously. This is an error for floor 7 and rooms. Oh, okay, sorry. Room 7 and floor 7. Okay. This one. And where is? It seems that I have forgotten to have a room 7 here. As I don't see it. Okay, let me go here. I need room 7. Okay, this one and this one. Okay. And they seem perfect. They seem perfect. So let me see here. Where is it? Floor 7. I don't know why, but it is missing. Okay. Export this one. Floor export. Wait for a while. Those kind of errors can be really many once we update the floor to PRJ. Okay, I call it floor data. Floor data to on. Okay, but I need only one room because I don't know why it is missing. So where is it? Room 7. I still don't see it. Maybe it's me, but I don't see room 7 floor. Room 7 floor. Oh, this one. Okay, I see. So it should be here too. Room 7 floor. Oh, finally. Let me see where is the problem. Okay. It seems that I am missing one second sector here. So I copy and paste it, move one, okay, mesh neutral visible, yes, mesh show all. Okay, I shouldn't have, I should not have other problems. If yes, if I have other problems, I have another MQO file to ready in another folder. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop again the MQO with the floor collision data and the PRJ into floor to PRJ, and let's hope nothing is okay. I press Y. Room 19. Floor and ceiling needs to be present and set to visible. Okay, room 19, which room is the room 19? Let me see. Room 19 here. Room 19, this one. Room 19. Room 19, yes, it should be present inside. Let me see here. If I have room 19, I start before I search for it here. Room 19. I have both of them. Okay. It is also strange because Method to Tier program didn't give me such errors. So I don't know why floor to PRJ is giving me those errors. Objects to be present. Yes, but they are all here. In fact, I have both of them. So I don't know why it's giving me errors, telling me that he wants them to be present if they are present. Okay, press any key to skip. Again, another error. Well, room 22. Room 22. Room 22 is this one. Wait for a while, it's really boring. I have both of them. So what it is missing is that the sector room 22 with room 23. Okay. Show only that. It is missing one of. Actually, I don't understand. Room, floor, and room, because it doesn't tell me room 23 with the room stacked above. I suppose. So the room stacked above is room 23. Room 23 is this one. Okay, so it's the room below. Room below is 20. I go here. The room 20. We have floor, room 20. Where is the ceiling of room 20. I can't see it. Let me see if it is present here. Room 20 ceiling, it's not present. So I don't know why it is not present. So I'm going to take this room from this file. Okay, I need room ceiling 2020. Okay, only the ceiling, because if I'm correct, I have the floor right. Okay, so I'm going to copy only this room. Show all. Match visible. Yes. I delete this file. I want only this one that I should be able to see. I don't know why there is only one sector in this way. Okay, and I'm going to import this block collision. Okay. Maybe I shall need to check everything by myself. Oh no, okay, it's right, it's perfect. Okay, I need to delete this one. Okay, because I did the changes and that was the old floor data. Save as floor collision. Yes. Okay, and I close this one. Okay, no. So it should be fine now. I save and let me see what happens. Let me see what happens dragging and dropping again. For collision, PRJ onto floor to PRJ. Epsilon. It's the same. I think all those kind of problems should be solved uh, in another way. Okay, let me see this way. Okay, as you can see, this floor collision file doesn't give me errors if I put it inside meta2tf. I hope. In fact, checking pits and skylights done, it doesn't give me errors. So I want to rebuild this manually. I press yes, OK, G. To obtain a new floor collision updated, I use the new method, the new level method, which is dragging the new level just created onto meta2tr. So it is going create uh, to create a new floor data. Okay. Let me see what is happening. I want to separate room visual objects and portal objects from room collision objects in floor to MQ. Oh, okay. I want so I press Ipsum. Why? And it is all fine because I have a new floor. A new floor. Look, where is it? A new floor MQ. Oh, which is this one. Okay. It is blocked. I press it again. Lots of problems today. Okay, so this is the new floor, which is updated with my floor collision file. So as MetaTTR was not giving me errors, I use this floor data that I save as floor collision. I subscribe, so I don't have many different files, and I use the just saved collision floor collision file and the PRJ I'm using inside NGLE, and I drag them onto floor to PRJ, and I should not have problems, I hope. No, I have problems. Okay, there is one problem, and I hope it is solved. Let's hope everything will be fine. I haven't seen if he saved it or not. Yes, he saved it. New dot PRJ. So it seems that floor to PRJ does a lot of a lot more problems while the conversion, while the updating of the PRJ, but maybe because it does a lot of checkings that MetaTTR does not do. Maybe it should be better, all the checks that PlotPRJ does, but it was giving me lots of errors that were blocking my progresses. So I copy this file and I paste it here, and I'm going to open this file, this project, exactly inside NGLE. Now I should see some errors messages. I hope no, but probably yes. No, okay, it didn't give me errors. Okay, very good. Okay, as you can see, there are lots of difference, because anytime I have a 45 degrees step, like those ones, we have 45 degrees steps here for Lara, and in game I have the perfect collision. NGLE doesn't recognize those as steps, because we can't have 45 degrees polygons, separations, walls, steps. We can't have all of them. So floor to PRJ updates those sectors as those ones. So even if you update this floor, this PRJ, you still need to use this file to drag and drop it inside MetaTTR, because we still need this file to have the perfect collision. This updated PRJ is useful only because I had all that empty PRJ before. So now, and it was really difficult to understand where to put my objects, my items, for example, my plants. It was really hard to understand where to place an object using the previous PRJ. For example, if I want an object here, an item here, when I add a completely empty room, it was really hard to understand where to put it. And if I had to put it, for example, here or if I had to put it here, that is a little bit higher than the floor data. It was really hard to understand. Now that I have this updated file, it is really easy to move inside this project to insert items. So I save this file with a new name just to be safe. And as you can see, I will wait for a while. Yes, I will have an updated project once in game. I will do an output VAD. So I'm gonna show you that everything is still working. Not the last POJ, not the last VAD, because this VAD has the new outfit, which I don't want to spoil. Okay. Oh, as you can see, there is a completely new map, 2D map. So I'm going to convert this file, this part. I'm still using those sounds from the previous level, build all. I'm going to copy and paste this file here. Copy and paste. And all those tiles, but I want to remove all of those. Yes. So the conversion is finished, and I drag and drop this file here. I don't want to regroup. I want to add empty tiles. I don't want any reminder. I want to add in the A position 60, if I'm correct. I don't want other empty tiles. I want to export all the magenta tiles. And I want to separate. Let me see if my channel is working. My channel is working. Okay, very good. So this is finished, and I'm going to paste obviously all the items, all the tiles. And I will add them with meta2tr. It will take a while. And I'm not. I will wait patiently. Oh, I haven't told you that I added an horizon in the project. That's why I'm having so many tiles now. I'm gonna show you the horizon I'm using. This is the horizon, really detailed. I almost painted it inside Photoshop, and I added the animation ranges. Animation ranges for the water that were those ones, as you know, and meta2tr for that one, as I applied that animation range in this not connected room. as double-sided but opaque and double-sided but transparent, as you can see here. Meta2TR creates two different animation ranges for the same range. This is anim text range 001 and this is anim range 002, but they are for the same animation range set once in NGLE. This one is for the opaque application of the textures. The second animation range instead is for the transparent. I have to put here the transparent information, even if once I am in room and in the room geometry according to this UV zones, I should use the full for the water, the full alpha transparency here. Instead, in the animation ranges, I have to put the transparency here and not in this quadrant, in not this area, but in this area, if they are transparent. And even if they double-sided, that is, they should stay here once they are in the room geometry. The game will recognize they belong to an animation range, and it will convert them perfectly. So in the anim range NQO, I need to use only this column and not this column. Only this column in the anim range. Instead, in the room geometry file, that is this one, in the file that contains all the room geometry, I can use all the quadrants, In fact, I'm using this one because water is double-sided and it is semi-transparent. Okay, so conversion should be ended. Very good. Will be in the material being created, also to include only tiles that you just imported. No, I want all the tiles in the level and the material. With this option, all the tiles will be given by default name. Okay, very good. So I press any other. This might take a while. This is the new version of Meta2TR. It is the version number 8, which is going to be released very soon, and that you can use with my tutorial. Very good. So I hope I won't have any problems now. I'm going to drag and drop all the files, anim range, floor collision, movables, where there is the horizon, the collision statics, which I'm going to describe in the next tutorial, and or in the next tutorial or later tonight, and obviously the room geometry file. I drag them all at once onto Meta2TR, and everything should be fine. The only thing that could not work is the fact that I changed the value to not show you the outfit. So if I have some problems, I hope no, but if I have some problems, it could be related to that one, to that changes. So I'm going to delete this file and rename my new level as Naivasha. Very good. So let's see what happens once in game. I hope everything is fine. Okay, new game. I cross my fingers. Very good. So I have the perfect collision. Oh, I added even the rain outside all those rooms. So I have the perfect collision in the floor data. So meta to Thierry was right and floor to PRJ was wrong. As you can see, the water is animated. I'm working on the water because I still have to build the lower rooms, and I still have to add collisions objects here, which I'm going to add in the next tutorial later in this morning if I have time, if I have free time, because I want to rest for a while now and close this tutorial so you have the tutorial with the perfect collision at the end of this tutorial. Very good. As you know, this is collisionless because I still have to add the invisible statics, but it all works fine. I don't know if you can see the horizon, but it is present, and there is even some sort of fog, so it is getting really cool. In the next tutorial I will cover the positioning of all the items, of the static items, so you will know how, and you will see how all those geometry will have its proper collision. Those are the walls I showed you while I was inside NGLE. Those are walls too. So everything is fine unless the collision for those objects, which we will see in the next tutorial. So for now it is all. We will see in some moments or tomorrow. Bye bye.